If you want a Marvel movie right now that reminds you of Phase 3, Guardians 3 is where it is at. We want to forget all of the problems in our world. Maybe you're fighting with your girlfriend, or you're failing classes in college, or maybe your boss is annoying, but when we watch movies, we want to be sucked into that world.
Hey, yo!
But that scene alone should tell you that Marvel could have been on the right track. Obviously, James Gunn is gone, but so I can only imagine the shit that he's done, not only with Guardians, but with Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. The shit that he is about to do with DC is going to be phenomenal. But obviously, that's saving for another video. We're talking about Guardians. We're talking about Marvel right now. YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy bminusTV, and today we are doing a review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Shit hit theaters. It is fire. I know there's been a lot of doubt as far as MCU movies, especially Ant-Man, Quantumania, Eternals. I know Doctor Strange was a little shaky with the CGI and the story and the pacing, but throw all of that out of the window. If you want a Marvel movie right now that reminds you of Phase 3, giving out Phase 3 vibes. You remember Phase 3. It had Captain America Civil War. It had a bunch of good shit in there. I can't even remember it right now. But Guardians 3 is where it is at. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to critique Marvel movies. However, I don't give a shit what they give me. They've been giving us and dropping gems for the last 10 plus years. I'm gonna be like that baby mama who keeps running back to that baby daddy that keeps cheating on him. No matter how bad or no matter how crazy or whatever the projects that Marvel gives us right now that aren't up to code or on par with the rest of the phases that they used to give us before Avengers Endgame, it don't matter. I'm still gonna stick by Marvel's side regardless.
What?
So, man, I don't even know where I could start. I mean, first of all, I gotta give it up to James Gunn. I gotta give it up to the cast, Zoe Saldana, Chris Pratt, just fucking everybody, Dave Bautista, everyone. They killed their roles. They killed the dynamic. They killed the acting. One of the things about Guardians, and James Gunn is literally like 3-0 right now. He's the triple P of all of the Marvel movies that he has been making that have been fire, which is Guardians 1, 2, and now 3. And it's crazy because James Gunn had some questionable tweets. He was fired from Marvel. They were like getting him out of here, and Dave Bautista and the whole Guardians gang was like, yo, y'all ain't getting no more Guardians unless y'all hire him back. And he is the Thanos of killing cancel, right? He was canceled, but my man revived his whole career, and not only did he revive it, but now he's the head of the new DC universe that's being created. So I can only imagine the shit that he's done, not only with Guardians, but with Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. The shit that he is about to do with DC is going to be phenomenal. But obviously, that's saving for another video. We're talking about Guardians. We're talking about Marvel right now. The fucking writing was amazing. One of the things that is kind of been lackluster in the other Marvel movies is the writing. Quantumania. Scott Lang's daughter, her jokes, her bars, her lines were trash. One of the things that us nerds are looking for when we're watching a movie is we want to forget that we're watching a movie. We want to forget that we're watching a movie. We want to forget that we're watching actors and actresses. We want to be, like, drawn into that project. We want to forget all of the problems in our world. Maybe you're fighting with your girlfriend, or you're failing classes in college, or maybe your boss is annoying, but when we watch movies, we want to be sucked into that world. And that's exactly what James Gunn does. That's exactly what him and his writing team has done. That is exactly what the actors and actresses have done. I mean, from the jokes to the emotions to the practical effects, even the CGI. The CGI in this was where it needed to be. One of the situations with Quantumania, one of the situations with Doctor Strange is that it's just overwhelming with CGI. Overwhelming with CGI, and it's not great CGI. Like, it's good CGI, but it's not great. James Gunn's CGI team, I don't know if it's the same, but for some reason, that CGI in Guardians, mwah. The practical effects in Guardians was insane, incredible. There was a situation where they were on, and I don't want to give so many spoilers, but it's kind of in the trailer. They were in like this planet that kind of looks like Earth, except all of the people or beings on this planet were just like half animal, half humanoids, and all of that was practical effects. There was no CGI whatsoever, and it was amazing. It looked so freaking real. And that's one of the things that this guy James Gunn juggles well. It's like practical effects, CGI, and writing. The jokes, hilarious. Fucking hilarious. One of the things that the other movies are missing is like when they have their jokes, they're like, chuckle, but it ain't funny. Like, the jokes don't slap. And that's one of the things that a lot of comic book nerd Marvel fans, superhero movie fans kind of have their own joke or a running joke about Marvel, is that they throw comedy and they just throw it in, you know, and it's cheap. It's going for cheap laughs, and it kind of takes them out of it. I personally like when the movies are funny. I like when I could bring my wife or bring people who aren't so in-depth into this superhero world and they still laugh. Like, that's dope to me. Like, you can go out on a date night, you can watch it with a bunch of friends, like throwing on a party or whatever it is. But I like that stuff. But when the jokes like really hit, that's how I feel it was in Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's pretty much how it's always been, but like this is like turned up a notch, right? The dynamic between Drax and Mantis and Nebula, the comedic timing, just everything. There's a scene, and it shows it in the trailer, so again, this isn't spoilers, but where Nebula and Gamora and Peter, they're infiltrating some shit, and then Gamora's like, yo, like, get off my nuts, like, it looks like you two should be freaking together. And then Peter Cole looks like Nebula, and Nebula smacks the shit out of him. It's like, what the hell are you looking like? That shit was fucking hilarious. There was so many fucking key things in here that it was like serious, almost kind of borderline like, I don't want to say deaf comedy, Jim, because that's like, but you know what I'm saying. It's like fucking funny as hell. Now, let's kind of roll this into the emotions of the actual movie. Drawn up so much emotion. So we talked about the comedy and the laughter, but oh my god, I don't think, like, think about the times where like G Baby died and Hardball, or you know, just drawing up those emotions with Rocket Raccoon and his story. Again, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I'm just giving the hype about it and my take, but damn, amazing. Like in Spider-Man No Way Home, when Aunt May died, heartbreaking. Plus, she was fine as hell, and we are gonna miss seeing her on screen, but it was heartbreaking nonetheless.
Oh, she fire, I go lie.
Even Chris Pratt with his acting, there were scenes that were so emotional where it was like he was screaming and crying, and it was like, yo, you felt that shit. Like, Chris Pratt literally delivered on that shit. Even Nebula had her own scenes when she was just like going from, obviously, Nebula, which is a hard ass, you know, super strict militant, to like a little bit emotional. Like, you could see her caring about this new family that she's creating outside of the torture and torment that she went through can't even fucking talk, with Thanos. Let's talk about the villain, High Evolutionary. I am on record saying that a superhero movie don't mean shit if the villain does not slap. If we can't see ourselves in the villain, if we can't relate to the villain, if we don't see the villain as like, yo, this motherfucker kind of got a point a little bit, that's why Thanos slapped. That's why a Joker from Dark Knight slapped. That's why there's so many villains that are iconic, and then there's so many villains that just fall flat. It's because there's no depth, there's no dimension in them. On top of that, the actor that killed it, let me find this guy's name because I'm drawing a blank right now. Chukwudi Iwoji, and that's probably why I didn't even know his name, because I knew I was gonna butcher that anyway, but he fucking killed it. He brought his fucking A game to this role. This is the same actor that I believe was in Peacemaker, and he was good in that, but totally fucking different ball game. He fucking delivered. Right, his whole thing, he had a god complex, right? He had a god complex, and he basically wanted to create his own race. Whether we relate to that or not, which most people don't, but you could think of some political figures, or you can think of some wars that have been started where they thought they were the dominant race, and it's kind of relatable a little bit. So you see where this villain is coming from, and you're like, all right, cool, this villain makes sense. It's just not a villain that's just like super strong and he wants to destroy all worlds. It's actually the opposite. He wants to create, he wants to build, but he does it in an unconventional, unjustifiable, weird, tormented way, and it's like, yo, this guy needs to be stopped. And it's not just the superhero saying, hey, we need to stop this villain. It's like, no, their main thing is to save Rocket Raccoon. And you can see that throughout the whole movie, and that is fucking A1 storytelling. It makes sense for the heroes of this movie to actually pursue this villain, and it's not just from some justifiable reason that makes them amazing. No, it's just like, yo, this is my boy, and I want to help him, and it just happened to be the main villain of this movie that fucked him over. And it's fucking amazing, man. I mean, like I said, go check this out. The villain was A1 in this. Let's talk about the new character that everybody's worrying about, Adam Warlock. He's played by that kid. I forget his name. You know it's the kid with the eyebrows, the one that looks like Sid from Toy Story.
Oh!
Yeah, it's that one. He is Adam Warlock. The character was super dope. I love the personality. He was almost as if he was a grown-ass man as far as body-wise, but the mentality of maybe like a little kid. Taking everything literally. There was one scene where they were trying to interrogate some. It was funny, but I like this character. Could have been used a lot more. Could have had a bigger impact on the movie. That was probably my only critique, but either way, it was still very good the way that the actor portrayed this character. I wasn't upset by the appearance of the character or anything like that. I just wanted the character to be used a little bit more. That's my only critique with it. One of the things that I need to mention before this video is over, there's countless Marvel fight scenes, one-shot fight scenes that have been amazing. I mean, you know, obviously Infinity War has it, and Endgame has it. Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War had it. You know, just so many different things. I mean, you could think about when Captain America and Bucky jumped Iron Man. You know, two Brooklyn niggas beating up the fucking Manhattan dudes. You could think about the fight scene with Ultron when they were fighting in that little, like, cathedral gazebo thingy, and just, like, the fucking Avengers are just, like, coming together, fighting all of these fucking Ultron bots. Like, just so many different scenes. But there is a scene in Guardians Volume 3 when they're playing the Beastie Boys in the background. That fight scene needs to be at the Louvre in France, just like looped. It was amazing. Seeing Groot, just seeing the whole squad, I can't even like name. It was so beautiful. Again, I don't want to get into too much details. I don't want to spoil it, but that scene alone should tell you that Marvel could have been on the right track. Obviously, James Gunn is gone, but if they keep making the movies like this, if the next movie, The Marvels, doesn't kind of replicate or duplicate this to some extent, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of shaky. But either way, we're going to celebrate Guardians Volume 3. It's in theaters. Shit was fire. Other than that, bminusTV, I am out. Catch you guys for the next video and review. Deuces.